dead, they say. Destroyed. Lies, I tell you. They're all filthy, pathetic lies. You can't kill God, just like you can't get rid of the sky up above. You can go and hide from him and cower away in some musty hole in the ground, but that won't stop the wind from blowing or the rain from pouring. Crazy fanatics, they say. Murderers. Brave warriors, I tell you. His worthy children.
Stop brainwashing my men, Faust. You're only making it worse.
What could be worse than this? What have we become? Are you happy, Strider?
My boots are fine for the road I walk. There are more important things than happiness.
And what's that then? Backbreaking work? Hardship? That enduring sense of guilt? It didn't used to be like this. We were different, part of something much greater. I was the Word, and you carried the banner of the monolith.
We brought death. Against our will.
Well, now we're dying ourselves. The fumes are killing us, as are the bullets of our vengeful enemies. How many brothers roam the zone to this day, lost and forgotten, forced to hide their past? We have to find them. We have to bring them to their safety.
By force? We all know about Wild Island. Everyone must make the choice for themselves.
And what will they find here? The meaning of life? Or a similar bunch of miserable wretches just like them who don't know what they want?
Strider saved us!
Yeah.
And now he's killing us. Once we were his children. And what are we now?
Men of free will. Who choose their own way. You're living in the past, Faust. The monolith is dead. It's time to grow up.
You can't kill God. Just like you can't get rid of the sky up above.
Think again.
I am blind, but it is you who cannot see. Go cower in your hole in the ground. Hide from the past. Hide from his light. Hide from yourself.
Skiff. Do you have the inductor?
What did I just see?
The end of one very long argument. I just hope we never find out who was right.
You said Noon has rejected its monolithian past.
Losing our memory was a gift from fate. I believe that Noon has its own way, its own future, and we will earn it with the sweat of our brow. But Faust, wish they could still remember it too. So now they're gone. They're no longer a part of Noon. But if any of them ever changes their mind, Wild Island will always welcome them back.
Sure. I have it with me.
There's an old azimuth comm station not far from here. One day, after we find and mothball all that's left of Monolith, we'll destroy it. In the meantime, of course,
It's a good thing you have that inductor, Stalker. It can direct a signal. You'll need it later. But the station needs to be turned on first.
Azimuth was taken over by the Ward a little while ago. They have the access keys. I guess you can figure out what to do about them.
It looks like Faust is involved in this mess. Are you gonna do something about it?
You think I haven't tried to stop him, Skiff? What am I supposed to do? Silence him? Lock him in his cell? People blame us because of our monolithian past. But Faust, he was one of the first people I brought here. We built Noon together. He cares for his brothers. He wants them to find happiness. Faust's got his own way of helping them. I might disagree with the path he has chosen, but that's no excuse to take away his freedom. Otherwise, what's the point of it all?
So I guess I'm going to Azimuth.
Wait a minute, Skiff. This isn't just your concern anymore. Faust is my brother. That much is true. I still trust him. But if it turns out that he's going to hurt someone, Noon is not your enemy. And this is my proof. Keep it, Loner.
It's a good gun. Why would you give it to a stalker but wear a shell casing that matches it around your neck?
The gun is a gift. For the future. As for the shell casing, it signifies the past. Do we understand each other? Noon is not Monolith. We make our own choices now.
Who are you?
Oh, so you can hear me, huh? Good. You want to make some money? For both of us, actually. Go talk to Quiet. Oh, that's me.
step out of the...
This better be important.
It's the same anymore.
For the best.
Now I can get back to work.
You don't want to be here.
I guess.
It's too bad the brothers left. Things were better when we were all together. I'm gonna miss Faust. He used to tell us these stories and kept us so intrigued to the very end. Anyway, I have faith they'll return. In the meantime, what can I do for you?
I wanted to talk to you about that zombie on the roof.
His name is Kvashka. Thanks for not killing him. I don't believe that my brother's gone for good. There's always hope. That's all that matters. Huh. Look at it. That's another job done.
A loner? How did you... Never mind. You wouldn't be here without Strider's approval. I guess it's fine then. I'm just filling in for the medic here. Temporarily until they find a replacement. For your own sake, I hope it's nothing too serious. So what's bothering you? We don't have much. Try not to get sick.
First break I've taken today.
He can't wait.
At least I'm still alive.
Fate is fate. Whatever needs to happen, will happen.
Hey, Stalker.
Have you heard about what happened with Noontide? Faust had a fight with Strider and took half the people off the island. That dude sure knows how to talk folks into stuff. I wish I had that kind of charisma. So, what can I do for you?
You had a job for me, right?
Hey, Stalker. I heard about you from the Noontiders. You're an odd duck, they say. You've got no fear, but you're not squeamish either. Oh, right, you're here to talk business, silly me. So here's what I got. I need a portable sea installation. Those things aren't allowed here. But I know where to get one. At the Cordon. What do you say? Will you do it?
What kind of device are you looking for?
Looks like a lamp, but it doesn't light up when you turn it on. It scorches your brain. The Stalkers say they used to find these things at our old altars back in the day.
You say the device is banned here. Why?
Ask Strider. He thinks Noontide should stay away from anything monolith-related. And he's right, I guess. But that's no reason to live in squalor when someone's willing to pay good money for the pieces of our past. Especially since I bet the old junk ain't even working no more. But it's good enough as a souvenir.
All right. I'll get you a sea installation. Do you know where I can find one?
Pete ought to know. That's the Stalker who went looking for it before you, but he's missing. He sent me a super weird message right before he vanished, though. Something about the passengers who protect it. And the military having something that he wants. I asked around, and the only military there is the IPSF unit stationed at the old checkpoint. I suggest starting there. By the way, if you find the installation, leave it with Sidorovich at the Cordon. That's my deal with him. I find the thing and he pays for it. A visitor to Wild Island. Feel free to pick one. If you happen to come back, feel free to stop by.
I've been thinking. The guy, look who's here. A stalker. I'm not gonna miss you. All right? What?
Okay. That's all.
All right? What did you want to know again? I've been thinking. The guys who went...
Any mission is coming, brothers. Find shelter.
Some other time, all right?
Today's a good day.
How are you doing? Got any headaches?
So, you're the guy who saved me, huh? Back at the station. Couldn't even see your face, let alone thank you. Well, thanks, man. For everything. I don't get headaches anymore, but been having some strange dreams. I guess that'll pass too. Hope to see you around.
Oh, it's you.
Do you have any regrets about leaving Noontide? How do you like it here with Quiet?
Nah, I regret nothing. Later that day, I talked to Dupney over the radio. Told him what I think of him and his methods. And he kept bullshitting me about the needs of the many. Should have told that to North instead. Ah, fuck him. That's all in the past now. Living here with Quiet feels different. Even the air is easier to breathe. I should have listened to Bluish earlier. Be safe.
Hello.
Well, yep.
See you around.
It's over. Is everything okay? We can go out now.
Put down the gun.
Hello. See you around.
am down. I'm reloading. Support me with your fire.
Begin. Begin recording. Reporting on the status of the route to Azimuth Station as requested by Dr. Darling. All tests have been passed. System configuration is within defined parameters. No additional preparations are... What's that?
from. And we intercepted the sender's final message.
We can listen to it. There's gotta be a backup storage panel on the antenna near you.
I did what you said. Return to Icarus. Get everything ready. It is time. Yes. Word of the monolith. So it was you all along. Oh, Faust.
I wasn't the only one. Someone else on Azimuth finished the ward off before I got there. Foma was with them. He tried to kill me, Strider. I need to get to Icarus, and the sooner the better. Faust had a reason to leave the island just now.
Skip, if you find him, try to find out what he's up to. He's my brother. In the end, all his sins are also mine.
You're entering Ward territory, Stalker. You have no business being here, you hear me? Turn around and get lost.
Easy now. Why are you so nervous?
The swamps can make anyone nervous. Can't you feel it? This place ain't right, I tell you. Now move along. The boys are already on edge.
I've got a permit from Colonel Korshinov.
Are we hiring stalkers now, too? Whatever. As long as you can help. Come on in. The commander's in the main building. We've got an infirmary there now.
A soldier's happiness boils down to a few things. Good grub, for one. Then there's comfortable gear from his armor down to his skivvies. And enough ammo. And let me tell you, I've got all those bases covered. Whatever's going on inside their heads, that's the commander's problem. I'm just here to make sure their helmets fit. Come on in.
I would not recommend doubling the dosage. These medications have a cumulative...
Captain, do it.
This is not the wisest course of action.
Expecting any help from you wasn't the wisest course of action. You've been here for 2 weeks, and my men are only getting worse.
Sometimes we have to let the patient get a little worse in order to figure out what's wrong with him. I have the situation firmly in hand.
That's what worries me. Circa promised me the best expert in the field. Where is he? Who's going to tell me what happened to my men?
I am. But it'll take time. Have some patience, Captain. Your doctor has all the medications we need, and my devices are monitoring the situation. You will be the first to know.
Unless I lose my marbles myself first. That's it. I'm done waiting. You're dismissed, Doc. Stalker? How did you get in here?
One of your men? He's a rat.
One of my men? Bullshit.
I need to hang on.
I intercepted a message about a plot to sabotage Icarus. It was sent over an old frequency, a monolithian one. Just like the PDA the traitor used to communicate.
If it's old, we can trace it. I bet it's Krivenko. He puts his shitty gadgets all over the place, thinking we'd never put 2 and 2 together. All right, here's the plan. I'll send my soldiers for a walk around the camp just in case. You get rid of the antennas. They'll jam any direction finder.
Who's Krivenko? Why do you suspect him?
You just saw him. That Circa rat. That bozo showed up as soon as my men started hearing things, with papers signed by Dahlan himself. And I never even sent a request to Circa. He hasn't done a damn thing in 2 weeks other than set up his locators to monitor the situation. I trust my soldiers, but not those Circa crooks.
What's the purpose of these antennas?
On paper, to monitor the level of anomalous exposure. As for what they really do, your guess is as good as mine. If not for the papers from Dahlan, I'd toss Krivenko into the nearest anomaly myself. Then he can measure the exposure on his own ass till the cows come home.
All right, we have a deal.
Make it quick. Who knows what the hell these antennas are supposed to do?
A stalker at Icarus. These are desperate times indeed. How are you feeling? Any headaches? Dizziness, perhaps? I wish I had the proper equipment to read your Psi signature. Given the circumstances, it never hurts to have a control sample.
Psi signature? What's that?
How can I explain it in a way even a stalker could understand? Let's say it's like your brain's fingerprint. It's not quite a scientific explanation, but it gets the point across.
So what exactly is going on here anyway?
Psi exposure of unidentified origin and power, and unidentified consequences. Unidentified for now, but I'm working on it.
I've been informed that there's a traitor in the ward. He probably has Monolith connections. Can you help me find him?
Monolith? Impossible. I would have noticed for sure. But if you insist, let's run another check. I'll need up-to-date readings from the scanning antennas in order to find your traitor. Unless, of course, you are just imagining him. That's the order of the day around here.
How would your data help us figure out what's going on?
Don't get me wrong. I could explain everything, of course, but why bother? If you wanted to listen to my lectures, you'd be a scientist, not a stalker. Just bring the data to me, and I'll do what I was sent here to do.
If you ask me, Sienkiewicz's methods inspire more confidence.
Is that so? Well, give my regards to the captain. And don't forget to warn him. If anything happens to my equipment, he can say goodbye to his career in the ward. I'll make sure of it.
About time. That thing's making my head spin. Put down your weapon.
Kills and won't keep coming. What the hell's going on?
Hey, this spot's mine. It's easier to breathe here. Don't tell anybody, okay? All right. Hush. I'm not telling anyone. I don't want to be taken off this post.
You should have seen the look on Kravchenko's face. You know how to get the job done, Stalker. As well as any of my men.
Did you find out anything about the monolithian PDA? Nothing should get in the way of tracking it now.
I wish. Apparently the antennas weren't the only thing jamming the direction finder. There's also something beneath Icarus itself. Early on, I sent Shterov to check on the underground area. That's what we're guarding here, after all. He said the coast was clear. I don't like this. I've known Shterov for 10 years. He's tough as nails. If he's our rat... Get to the planetarium. They'll let you in. Find the source and smash it to smithereens.
will be destroyed.
Well, what the fuck was under the planetarium?
Some kind of strange device. It had more rads than an anomaly. I didn't feel right until I smashed it to bits. And that's all that's left of it.
So that's why my men were losing their shit. Sterev, you piece of shit. I'm gonna bury you.
So what kind of device is it, Captain?
Let's hope Kravenko can figure it out. I guess I owe him an apology. It was my men, so I'm responsible for this fuck-up. I've got a difficult conversation with the Colonel to look forward to.
Can we track him? I'd like to talk to him too.
He's not getting away now. I'll drain these swamps, dig them up, and look under every rock. He's gonna answer all my questions. Who, why, on whose orders. So many good men had to be discharged back to the mainland, or worse, because of that asshole. Polanski, get me on the radio on the double.
Yes, sir. On the double, sir.
Attention, all patrols. You are to detain Lieutenant Sterev at once. Do not negotiate with him. If you encounter resistance, shoot to kill. Alpha Team, you're cleared to enter the Claw. Bravo Team, get to the vent. Use extreme caution. The Lieutenant may employ monolith weapons or tech. I sent you the coordinates of the patrols, Stalker. Give them some backup. We can't let Sterev get away. Check in with our medic. Have him give you some circa pills. They'll come in handy in the swamps.
Goddamn swamps.
Goddamn St. Cabbage. I've got to do something.
Sarge! Hey, Sarge! Tell the captain to get someone to replace me.
I'll tell him. You drink this, and I'll tell him.
I'll drink it once he relieves me of my watch. Don't you remember regulations? The honor guard can't drink on duty.